When I was a kid, I was obsessed with horror. My dad was a former goth, I grew up listening to Bela Lugosi's Dead, and Halloween was a major holiday around my house. Therefore, it made sense that when I finally gained unsupervised internet access that I would fall down the creepypasta rabbit hole. And right around this time, the most popular creepypasta character was Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer was the most popular creepypasta character when I was a kid, and I always wanted to cosplay him, but just never did, so I figured, why not live out my childhood dream as an adult? So today, we're going to cosplay Jeff the Killer. By the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Asher, and welcome to my channel. I also have a little surprise for you all. We now have Argos plushies! For a limited time only, you can get this Argos plushie from Makeship, and it is very well made and very adorable. I actually designed this one myself, and it's because of the Mr. Plant plushie that sold so well last time that I was able to get this brand new camera for filming YouTube videos. So if you like my content and want to support me, getting a plushie is also a great way. The link is in my bio if you want to get one. Now I'm going to take off this pretty boy makeup and get started on our Jeff the Killer cosplay. So for this makeup video, I am of course going to be working off that iconic Jeff the Killer image, and I was originally going to do the smile with liquid latex, but I actually ended up getting a prosthetic, so thank you to Emma FX for making this prosthetic that I then bought. And I'm going to attach it with Prozaid. I've used other ways of attaching liquid latex before, but they're so much more difficult, and Prozaid is honestly really easy. So the first appearance of Jeff the Killer was on October 3rd, 2008, which I thought was funny because obviously it immediately made me think of Mean Girls. The original creator of Jeff the Killer's name is Sasur, and he posted a YouTube video that included the iconic image. By the way, you apply Prozaid like this and then you wait for it to turn clear before applying the prosthetic. I reread this creepypasta many times when I was a kid, but it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized just, I guess how unique this story is. It follows a 13-year-old Jeff as he moves with his brother Lou to a new town in a nice neighborhood. Upon arrival, Jeff almost immediately becomes the victim of a 12-year-old group of bullies. This part was very dated for me in two different ways. One of which because one of the bullies is described as wearing an Aeropostale shirt, and one of the other bullies is fat, and you can kind of tell the author doesn't love fat people. The new house that Jeff and his brother move into is also described as being very nice, which is a very interesting setting for the events that occur. I'm going to use acetone and a Q-tip to remove the edges of this prosthetic because acetone actually dissolves latex. So these bullies attack Jeff and his brother, and Jeff ends up going just a little bit too hard and really messing the bullies up. In some versions, he stabs them with a knife, which causes the police to show up at Jeff's house. In a strange turn of events, Lou ends up taking the blame for the crime. Throughout this story, I had a really hard time figuring out how old Lou was supposed to be. Now, Jeff is 13, and most adaptations have Lou as the younger brother, but it really only makes sense to me that Lou would be like at least 17. Honestly, I don't think it makes a lot of sense for Jeff to be 13, but I'll let it slide. These edges are moving right along. Like if Lou was 17, it makes so much sense why he'd take the fall, but like they're sending like an 8-year-old to jail, that really makes no sense. I feel like this whole story works better if Lou's like 20 and Jeff is like 16 and the bullies are, you know, late seniors in high school. Anyways, what do I know? Okay, I have this blended out decently and I'm now gonna go put in my contacts. It's the way I use these contacts for like everything. I'm also gonna do black eyeliner on my waterline. Obviously I'm jumping ahead, but Jeff does get burned in the story, and so I decided because of that I'm going to do a bit of a liquid latex burn effect on my face. I know in the image his skin is super smooth, but I want to make this scary, so why not? That's why I'm gonna do the dark circles around my eyes first. Where was I in the story? So Lou's been arrested, but Jeff's mom, who sometimes is named Margaret and sometimes is named Barbara, still wants him to go to the neighbor kid's birthday party, which is absolutely insane to me. But she really wants to meet people, so Jeff begrudgingly goes. His parents are dressed really fancy though, and Jeff's just wearing a hoodie. If you're gonna put liquid latex over your eyebrows, be sure to cover them with petroleum jelly so they don't get ripped out. I almost lost my eyebrows last time I did this. So Jeff and his parents head to the party, and who are there but the bullies. This part of the story is so crazy to me because in some versions I'm pretty sure they have the bullies like pull out Glocks? And like, can you imagine being at a kid's birthday party and these bullies who are like 12 and 13, like, pull out guns? But in other versions, I think they just get into a fist fight, and Jeff ends up killing one of them. Kinda makes me feel bad for the neighbor kid. Anyways, for some reason there's vodka at the party, and the bullies end up lighting Jeff on fire, which leads to his classic legendary appearance. I hope you can see that, but it is officially liquid latex time, and I'm going to be using liquid latex and tissues. This stuff smells so nasty, it's crazy. Jeff wakes up in the hospital bed and has his bandages removed, and his appearance is absolutely horrifying. He's got white skin, blood red lips, but for some reason, instead of thinking his appearance is demented, his brain is so broken that he thinks he's really beautiful now. His mom has some good news though, because Lou has been let go. That night, Jeff's mom walks into his bedroom and finds that he's burnt his eyelids off and cut his mouth into a permanent smile. And he asks, "Mommy, am I beautiful?" His mother is terrified and tries to play it off, but it's already too late, and Jeff kills both her and his father. Heartbreakingly enough, this isn't Jeff's last victim. The commotion has woken up his brother Lou, and Jeff goes to his room and utters the iconic phrase, "Go to sleep," and then kills Lou. After that, legend has it that Jeff goes on a huge murder spree. I'm pretty sure the official version of the story is that he goes after people who aren't sleeping. I know his iconic line is "go to sleep," but I really don't get the point of him targeting people who are like, just awake. I think it works a lot better when it's a story about a teen boy who is insecure about his appearance, and then his brain breaks and he finally feels beautiful and he wants this validation that he's never had. It was really popular with kids my age when I was like 11, 12, 13. A lot of kids felt like their parents were forcing them to conform to society or whatever, and I think they saw the Jeff the Killer story and, you know, thought of him as like this cute serial killer who like would get them. Now, the origin of the iconic image that I'm working off for this look is actually really odd. For a long time, I believed the theory that it was a girl from 4chan who had passed away, but the girl in that image is still alive. The original author, Sasur, claimed that the photo was him wearing a latex mask, but this actually isn't true either, because the image appeared earlier in a different YouTube video. This YouTube video was Japanese in origin, which made a lot of sense to me because I always thought the Jeff the Killer image kind of looked like those like Japanese snow idol pictures. When I was a kid, this image really scared me, but as an adult, it honestly doesn't bother me at all. Except for the Green-Eyed Jeff version. That version is cursed. I didn't really find the Jeff the Killer story very scary as a kid, but I unfortunately did think that the fan art and fanfiction of him was a little sexy. I was 11 years old and I loved bad boys, what can I say? So you want to make some faces so the latex and tissue doesn't dry super duper stiff. And unlike last time I did this, I'm gonna make this the only tissue layer I do, and then I'm just gonna cover it with more latex. Now I'm gonna use the Macaron Makeup Cream Stick Blend to add the white. I honestly debated whether or not I should try to do like a, sexy Jeff look, and I decided not to, but I kind of want to now. So putting white on my ears, even though like, are you gonna see them? Now I'm gonna take some of the red from this bruised wheel and outline along the smile prosthetic. Just like that. I also got rid of my top lip because he doesn't have much of a top lip in the image. Okay, it's time for the final step, which is adding the Macaron Makeup coagulated blood gel, which I absolutely love. And I think just makes everything look so much better. It's like super duper thick and it dries super fast. feel like this is going pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna go get in the final look and I'll be right back. Go to sleep. I'm kinda gagged. I feel like this actually looks really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this cosplay video. I'm gonna go take photos before my skin peels off, so I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. It's only 2:30 in the morning, so I think I'm gonna do a sexy version of the look because I have some time. When I did this makeup look, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and it was already so late and I was so tired that I was kind of just improvising and making it up as I went along. I started by covering my entire face with the white, and this time I didn't have to put any latex, so that was a lot easier. I thought I'd just try my best to get a nice, even white coverage. I kept getting white in my hair, which I figured was fine. At this point in the night, I really couldn't care, and I had already gotten white in my hair during the first makeup look as well. I made sure the white went all the way down past my chest because I knew I wanted to wear this tank top for this look. I then went in with the black and I redid my eye bags and above my eyes, just in a little bit of a cleaner fashion. I tried to darken my eyebrows, but I had accidentally gotten some white in there, so they really weren't perfect. I also went in and made my eye bags a little darker, because honestly, I really needed it to still look like Jeff the Killer, even if it was going to be a more Wattpad-y version of him. I went back in with the red and made sure to outline my lips and also the prosthetic. Now for the blood, I ended up just using the paintbrush and some of the red from the bruise wheel to create a blood effect that was a little cleaner and a little prettier, at least I thought so. I ended up curling my eyelashes and doing my mascara because I always like doing that. I think it looks so pretty. And finally, I added a little upside down cross. Alright, here's my Tumblr Wattpad version of Jeff the Killer. I have a lower cut shirt and this cross necklace and also this little cross on my cheek. Honestly, doing makeup like this is a lot more difficult, especially after I did the scary makeup. This makeup does not look nearly as good. This was a cool experiment. Thank you so much for watching my video. It means the world to me that you guys watch my content and support me. If you want to support me in other ways, you can always join my Patreon or, for a limited time, get the Argos plushie. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and comment your favorite creepypasta character. I want to know. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you to my Giving Flower patrons: Evan Wadalucio 3, Sad Trash Hole, Ali, Naisha L, Kuroneko-san, Lucasbot, Riot, Nick, Bagel and Cheese, Christine Gordon-Marie, Werewolf Poison, Ryan P, Alexis, Kaylee, and Alex Hook. I'm so sorry if I pronounced any of your usernames wrong. Thank you for your endless support.